Yes, very good morning. Come to our channel. Today we are discovering about the landscapes in SAP. When the word comes landscape is a combination of few systems like development systems, quality system, production system, and the pre-production system. Okay, landscape is combining of a few systems which are all company using. Some company using three landscapes in a system, and some company use four systems in a landscape. So first of all, we see what are the clients. Okay, when you install your system, when you install a system, you will get SAP will give a three default clients to you, like 000, 001, and 066. Okay, so now you see what is 000 client. It's a master client. Okay, and what is 001 is a copy of master client, and what is 066 is a early watch client. So what is the purpose of these clients in a landscape? Because in a development we have some types of clients, in quality we have some types of clients, in production we have some other types of clients. Okay, so first should know what is client. The master client means it has got all master data. We never touch a master client. And 001 we have it's a simple copy of a master client. If you want to do any changes, any copy of new clients and all, like we create clients from 000 to 999, this many clients we can create in a system. Okay, so when you create a new client with any number from which range from 000 to 999, so you have to copy it from 001. Never touch 000 because it's a master client. It's a standard client from SAP. And 001 is a copy of master client. You can create a new client with this help of client. Okay. And what is 066 is a early watch client. Okay. This client is mostly operated for EWA reports, early watch reports, which when you receive early watch reports, when you configure a system in a solution manager, SAP will send you the fortnightly report of your health of your system. What is good, what is bad in your system. If they found any issue in the system, they will inform you well before. These updates are like update your kernels, update your patches, update your license, your database license going to over, your application level license going to over, your dispatches are going to expire. Please extend dispatches and upgrade your kernels. This is thing. Okay. So in SAP, we have a landscape of three systems, okay, called dev quality production. Same way, some way go with the four systems in the landscape, like dev quality, pre-production, and production. Here they add one more server called pre-production server. Okay, in why this requirement come? Previously, nobody uses pre-production server. Before, down the line in 10, 1995, 1990, nobody uses pre-production server. But nowadays, everybody using pre-production server. It's a must because the data is increasing drastically for the old guides. Data is tremendously increasing for old customers. Okay. At that time, they require to take a help of pre-programming server. What is the purpose of pre-programming server? In pre-production server, we used to dump all our data from production server to pre-production server every month or every week or every 15 days, depending upon company to company, how data is important to them, to test scenarios with all aspects before moving to production server. What we'll do, we'll move a copy of a production as a pre-production and tell them functional team, before moving any transport to production, please test it in pre-production server. When you feel everything is okay, give a confirmation from your side. Then only we will move to into the production server. Okay. If they move some objects to production server without testing in pre-production server, your production system may get hampered and start giving errors for some reason, which will impact your business hours. And so nowadays, all prefers to have a pre-production server in their landscape. But one condition, the hardware of pre-production server and production server should be one and the same, which would incur a huge financial investment to the company. Then also company will ready to put that investment, because if big companies hamper their business for few years also, they may incur many crores losses. Okay, in those. Now we'll see the landscapes and what are the clients we have in the landscape. In 3 system landscape, we have a development, we have a quality, we have a production. In development, we have a 4 systems. Okay. In quality, we have one system. In production also, we have only one system. Now see, in development, we have 4 clients as we discussed. Now see, what are those 4 clients? One client is 100, one is 110, one is 120, one is 150. What is 100 is a golden client. What is 110 is a development client. What is 120 is a testing client. What is 150 is a sandbox. We'll discuss this further. Okay. And in quality, we have only one client, 400. In production, we have one client called 700. There is no compulsion. You have to use these same numbers. You can use any numbers, okay, from 000 to 999. Okay. But I have seen, I work for many companies in many landscape. I have seen for development system, they're using these clients only 100, 110, 150, or 120, 150. But in quality, you can change any number like 500, 600, any number you take, any one number, and the sub number should not be changed at all. Okay. So here we take 400 for quality and 700 for production. This is the 3-way landscape. Now we'll see what we will get in 4-way landscape. In 4-way landscape, instead of 3 servers, we have to buy 4 servers. Like you have development 4 clients, we have same clients. In quality, we have one client, 400, and pre-production, we have one client, which is new for us, which is 500, and we have the same client production 700. Okay. Now we'll see in details what all the purpose of these all clients and why they are using. In as we discussed in development, we have 4 clients. In development server, we have a client 100, okay, which is a golden client. The 100 client which we have is also known as a golden client or customization client. This client is only and only used by functional core team members, functional team members, because they only because they are going to do all customization according to the blueprint. Okay. What they try to put, try to put your old business into a new SAP environment with the help of this golden client only. They create customer master, vendor master, material master, company codes, profit centers, all things in this client called 100. And even basis have only access to take a backup in this client. He has also no access for some reasons. If this client get hampered, they have to do all things from day one. So what basis do? Basis will take a backup every day in the evening. If something get hampered for some any reason, they can restore system till last night. Okay. For those reasons, backup basis will take backups every day. Okay. What they develop the things which is required by the business and which were already discussed in as is to be and blueprints. Okay. So this is only used by functional team. That's for sure. Now it comes to 110. What is 110? It is purely a development lines. Only used by development team. Development who are the developers in SAP? In SAP, we have a ABAPers who develop the things. And what they develop? They develop the things which were already finalized in as it should be for this new business. To converting old business to new business, they have to return minimum 100 to 150 customized programs by which they can set entire thing to SAP. Okay, they will return a Z developments in 110, and only developers have access to the client, and for those we need to purchase a developer license. Okay, we need to purchase licenses for we need to purchase a developer license, assign developers assign those IDs to developers. Then now they started working with the developer. What they do, they just do coding. Okay, they just do coding as per business requirement or the client requirement. Okay. After that, we have one more client called 120. After that, we have one more client called 120. It's been used by functional team and the developers for what? For testing what they have developed. Because 100 they did many customizations, but they need to check now how it's working. When they printouts and those printouts and those get approved by manager, then only they can say I have done one customization. If they're done without without testing means it's no this is without no proof. They need a proof ki I have done this. This is the output for this. So they need to test where in 100 they won't test. They will come to 120. Okay, the what a basis will do, basis will transfer everything 100 to 120, or functional team has the access to move things from 100 to 120 and test their all scenarios over there what they have customized. And one time also what the program they have written coding which are written by ABAPS, they are also testing in 120 only. Why? Because until and unless they test the each screen, each page, each tab and calculation part, everything, then only they can tell ki we have written these programs and this is tested properly in our testing server. Then only tell the manager ki I have completed this given task. Please check from our side. Then manager also log into system and see all scenarios working as per the business or client requirement. Then only approves. So what is 120? 120 is being used by functional team and developers for testing their scenarios which were developed in 100 or 110. Now come to 150. What is 150? It's a kind of a sandbox. It's a, you can say it's a playground for testing new configurations. What new configurations? See, for 100, if some consultant log in and see, you need to configure something, and he found some issues working with because he never worked in those environment. Okay, he might be working some other industry, other environment. For those reasons, he never logged into 100. He logged into 150 sandbox and do things over there, because if you do something in sandbox, it will never go out of the box. It's always in that 150 only. It's as like a playground. For 110 also, the developer never know what should be written, what code should be written, how to enter loops and all. If they found any problems in writing programs in a live clients like a 110 client, they'll come to sandbox and return program over there. When they feel it's okay, then they copy same things to the 110. Like basis also, if basis also found any issues for assigning roles, testing roles and all, if first test in sandbox and it feels okay, everything's fine, then only give it to the proper client. So sandbox is used by functional team, developers and basis consultant also. Okay, now jump on to the quality server. What is this quality server? Quality server, everybody know the quality server is known as a UAT server. UAT means what? User acceptance test. It's been operated by client consultants. Whenever you as a consultant visit a client place, client also have their own consultant. He also build his own team, because once you leave that company, who is going to manage the clients, customer clients, customer consultants are person who are going to handle their SAP business once you leave that company after implementation. Okay, they will test all business process as defined in as this process. They will test all things as per as this process. If they found any process is not matching according to their requirement, then they will again give it to the functional team or development team. In this client, they will test things till everything matches according to their business or client requirement. Otherwise, if they will not test properly and move it to production, then they will be only responsible. Because what happened in quality server, when client consultant test everything, they have to sign off those some documents. Okay, if they sign off documents without testing me, they will be if something went wrong after that, they will be only responsible. Company will they catch hold of them only. So before signing off the all document, they have to test everything rigorously. Okay, even they will take they will, if they want, they'll make 10 modification in one document, one process. Nobody will ask until and unless they will satisfied with all calculations, all major parts, small parts, all application side, functional side, technical side, then only they will sign off the business documents. When they accept and signed it, then no modification will be made for those business person, because they have accepted this. So they have to test things very properly, then only sign up. Otherwise, they will be in trouble. So what is the process? Whenever they get any things from development team or functional team, we have done this. They will take into consideration, take some days, 3 to 4 days, 5 days, even a week also test the scenarios. Once they've completed testing, if they found any inconsistency in that, okay, they immediately send it back to the development team or functional team. There they repair it. Even They will do some modifications 4 to 5 times also, no issue. But till until they finalize, the functional team and developer team also has to help, because that is written in the contract. Okay, so this is the way they will do things in quality server. Now you see what is pre-production server. What is the importance of pre-production server? Here in this server, here we copy all our production data, okay, in every 15 days time for testing purpose. Okay, here what we do in production server, pre-production server, there is a dates like every 10 days, every 15 days, every week, every month, depending upon the customer business. They will copy entire production data into pre-programming server, because the data should be shared. Then only functional team can test the same scenarios in pre-programming server as they test in production server, because will test all business procedure. Pre-production server before moving to production server. All things they have to test, all scenarios before moving to the production server. All development which are made in development, those move to quality for initial testing. Whenever you develop something, you need to first move it into quality server for initial testing, and it run fine there, because we don't have much data in quality server. In quality server, what we have only testing document data. So if you run any program over there in a table, if you want to if in a table, if you have 5,000 records, you can fetch it very easily. The same table, if you see in production, you have 5 million records. So either system started shouting over there about performance issue. To avoid all these things, okay, after testing and quality, instead of moving to production server, nowadays people are moving to the pre-production server. People move to the pre-production server. Here, what happened? In pre-production server, they will test all scenarios according to their business requirement, performance issues, log issues, everything. Okay. Sometimes if you move things into pre-production server, if you move things into production server without testing in pre-production server, okay, then it started giving performance issues. After this, new process has been moved to the production, which may causes a business loss financially. Sometimes it's down for 1 or 2 days, which may causes extra financial loss to the client or the business. To avoid all those things, okay, we need to, all companies follows, we need to move things from development to quality test. Initial, they'll do initial functional technical test, then for performance issues and all, they move to pre-program server. There again, all functional people test it, like MM will test MM things, SD will test 80 things. Once they test and give a mail key, everything is properly done. Otherwise, if system is hampering, they will again give it to ABAPers to recode the program, because sometimes the new ABAPers written a program which is not able to fetch 5 million records of 5 crores records, how they ought to fetch. So before move it to production, they will rigorously test it even 3 4 times or 10 times also. Once functional team giving mail to the basis ki everything is right, you can move on, then basis has to move. If anything went wrong after moving, the functional team member who approval is he has to take the whole responsibility for the particular process. Okay, nowadays everybody doing this thing only. They need everything, they move everything into pre-program server, then test there, then only they will to production server. Okay, now come to production server, which is last server. Production server means where actual works being done by end users after system handover to them. It means what? Once production server is live, okay, the entire entire team handover key. I am done from my side. I am done from my side. Now you can release. Now system is released to the end users. And who is that? What end user does? End users are users who are doing live, who enters live data into the system. And if they found any issues over there, if they found any issues over there,